Welcome to another episode of No Sugar All Spices. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to say that this is going to be my first episode speaking in Korean. Well, we're going to try at least. So to all my Korean listeners, your podcast, No Sugar All Spices. The your podcast episode. Just bear with me, if we mess up. But tera aleda abit the bago vani bakhiwita chundu mala ba tabdulan tu hekwada kena akhore tabdul tido mala. The niya your guest, I have a special guest. Mura you photo kwa Harry. You photo kwa na Toda College da the niya ne we hala yo khone yite naga I asked if he wanted to be on my podcast, and he was like, sure. So, he's here. Harry, introduce yourself.
Yamila Herina, Yaola Demoy, Ya La Tajola University debut. Yamalo knock boy you there. Yo, the Nari, the car de la ya, la your hair la. The weekend, he have a good time.
Yeah. Have a good time. I get a lot. Because like when you're at just one place for too long, it's the old college don't you blood the protocol on that good so the protocol do we hey hala your older people or amuga anymore. So that's why he's here.
Right.
So the niya hanne bagteba hala Harry with atale couple so far in his life, okay, he's only 20. I went Kenya we only kichiloma da I would therefore I would told bakala Gaboyu Tamalo, Kabala Ke, or no Gaboyu Po. Ahone, Jibada Fikwa Harry, like, where did that dream come from that you wanted to be a pilot?
Okay. I guess I'll start from at the beginning. I wanted to be in some type of military setting when I grew up. I felt very patriotic coming from a refugee background. I was like, when I grow up, I'll go through the military, get that experience, then, maybe go back home in Thailand and help out with whatever I learned. But over time, through elementary school, I met this nice man. He was a veteran, World War II, Air Force. Yeah, I got to talk to him. At the time, I was 9 years old. Barely knew how to speak English, but I did my best. Yeah. Got to talking to him. He was very cool, very nice. And after that, I looked more into the pilot side of things, the Air Force. So I wanted to go into the Air Force after high school, then pursue being a fighter pilot. Then over time, my decision changed to a civilian pilot, airline, something that I was very fascinated by the idea of flying, just looking at a bird, who's the freest of them all. They're super free, nothing's limiting them. The views they get to see, the feelings, they're wonderful creatures, and I wanted to experience that. So I researched more into aviation and like the start of things, the Wright brothers, and how they were able to be the first men to fly.
Yeah.
So my inspiration grew from there and it kept on growing. And so now I'm here, second year of college. Yemeti yeda tuba de da to de tuba ne ma we a thi yu ne ta the mateta tu no mi la a thi yu la o tu lek muko lekali tuba we I think feel free and peaceful.
Yeah. And that kind of like prompted you to, have that inspiration.
Yeah. As a human being, I always want to feel that. Feel free, feel peace, feel the sense of relief.
Yeah. Nachumu de da, like you said, nakira yung Tagalog na bata tuwa ta sable o ta, like, freedom. And are you like, is it because of the refugee background that's like, because it obviously we lived in a restricted area in the refugees. So to see like the birds flying and like
Right.
them living freely, does that kind of like drive you to, you know, wanting to become a pilot? Or like is it just like personal thing?
Yeah. So refugee is definitely a factor in why I want to shoot for the stars, become a pilot. Like as a refugee coming here, you know, felt really restricted with how much I can do, you know, not being able to speak English. My mom was very limited in what she can do and what we could do. It wasn't like back in Thailand. Indeed, like we were in an enclosed space in a refugee camp behind barbed wires. But as a kid, I didn't really notice that. I was just in the moment, having fun with my friends, playing, running. But then like, as I grew up and matured a bit more, looking back at my life in the camp, I see that the restriction that I was gonna face if I didn't move here. So that's one of the reasons that pushed me to shoot for the stars and want to become a pilot.
You were saying like in a refugee, you don't even know that we lived in a restricted area. We didn't have much freedom.
Right.
But for us, the refugee like, but the thing about more like there is an outside world. Love refugee like, you know, outside worlds, normal world where people are going about their life day to day. But because we were born, refugee like that's all that we know. You know what I'm trying to say? That's all that we know. We think that's normal. But chumula that a refugee, but chumula like it's normal. We just think that you know, going to school, coming home. I mean, that's it. I mean, we don't even know like the struggle that our parents had to go through at the time, at least.
Right. Yeah.
And you know, having friends, and we just thought that that's what life is. Right. You know, so.
Yeah, the exposure in the outside life definitely changed my view on what we were living in the past.
Yeah, and I think like for me, like I think having been Opela like refugee camp, you know, and then having to see the struggle, like what I came to the like, and then when I came to the US, US you know, like our parents, your mom, you know. But till the pa with the uklesa matama with the uklesa like call like so I think you go that's a motivation. I give that all. Tarita ba you go to cab you uklesa like mupu pamanu you do where they hair where they pagia where they you know, like they sacrifice. Like for me, I feel like that's like my number one
reason for
motivation to like go so hard at everything and you know, because I don't want none of this to go to waste, and I want them to know that like, you know, we appreciate them.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
And like for Harry, because you grew up with he's the only boy like in the household growing up. Kid like Harry, I went to like I get up a paragalama, what a more adora kademona, a more da how does that like what does that teach you? I get an adora lep a paragahoda, Tamalo, Lenamalo, Namalo, Thirpana came in Lema.
Okay. La did you got a candemia. Yeah. Ya maloda ade la wapamude ya eda yatho ya puya ya joto la ya kwalo malo la lokwele atide la ola yanok kiga yeda lokwele atide la like I adopted some of the female manners and stuff, like just to fit in and not feel excluded. But over time, as I grew up, I know I'm a man. Like that's my role, and kind of slowly but surely go into who I needed to be, what I needed to be, and then it's good once I got here in the US, yeah, yeah, qualo tu la ke pokwa de pa ma jale ba o jale da jita ti lo wana la ya o le mo le no de o ba ke pokwa jale la go do tu la yo high school ka de high school ge blah yeah, like I make my own decision, so like I wasn't just only taking, I was analyzing what I could take in, like, you know, what was right for me, what was my values. And then, yeah, in college, I definitely learned more about myself. It's living just with boys and how they interacted. Like, I never had.
Would you say then, like, your uncles are, you know, obviously one of your, like, your role models, your uncles, because they were the one you looked up to for, like, a father figure, in a way, right?
Absolutely, yeah. My two uncles are very, very different. One's like really jumpy and loud, very forward, and then the other one's like very laid back but good with his talking, calm. You know, I adopted the best of both.
The best of both of them.
Yeah, so
I think that's great. Like adopting. Like the protocol. For example, like our parents, you know, because we were talking about our parents, the protocol, but more about that. Sometimes, you know, we're all, but we 100% of right? Like we all have flaws, but we all have, you know, our positive traits too. You know, like I like your uncle, they're different. And then they have their flaws. You know, be something they lack, and there's something that they're good at. But then you take the good things and you learn from that. And I love that. And I feel like we can do the same, you know, with friends, with our parents. You know, just take the good stuff, learn from those good things, and like adopt those good traits. I think that's awesome.
Yetido ake la tera kuku awe le clear le lama mo yu wae la yeti ache ada we tera ache la ne tameda adu ola yamalo ne la age kita ma
yes, and I know like majority of the time, you know, like due to just circumstances, you had to just grow up with your mom, right? Like from, you know, what are some of the characteristics that you like adopted from her, like, you know, as your mom?
Definitely her resilience and perseverance. I see her many times struggle with work, especially working in a male-dominant field. She comes back with her body all hurting and aching, you know, lifting heavy stuff, and yet she never quits. Not one day does she quit, because she knows that her kids are relying on her. Though she have nobody, she always showed up for work. She made it. Now we're here, we're all grown. I'm the last one in college, so I'm very proud of her for that. She's a very strong mom, and I look up to her with how strong she is, the perseverance she has. That taught me a lot, you know. Like sometimes I want to quit, but remembering like what my mom be going through, like how can I quit? You know, it's like quitting is never an option.
It's not. Mom's a beast.
Mom's a beast.
Mom's a beast, man. She like his mom, my second cousin. You know, his mom, she a beast. I mean, she raised. I will do like Harry a double, you know, the two older sisters, and she did that all by herself. And she's a hard working woman. And I feel like I can learn a lot from her, although we don't even live in the same city. It's just like from the distance, you just know. So no, she's definitely someone that I can look up to. You know, her hard work and her work ethics, and yeah.
You know, I'm very proud of my mom for how strong and how long she held on. So
yeah,
I know it'll give her a good relief when I finish college and get all the license that I need. You know, I'll one day, hopefully, I'll pay her back.
Yeah.
Do my best to give back the same love that she gave me and my siblings. You know.
Yeah.
And my sisters are phenomenal too. You dapu with I do teacher la.
Yeah.
Yeah, you qua tu tu loga yimo la adoga loga do chema tamida achiga de awe tu so na blo yeba awe pamane magu akoa atakoa me pamane malama de da taraka la pa hinela pamo pati lo la pamo ma tani every single day.
Yeah.
She does it every single day. She's the type of person that don't say as much, but you know from just watching her every single day. We grew up with her. We see what she did, and like we try to embody who she is. You know, as her kids.
Yeah. I think, like you said, you know, your sisters, obviously they're both, you know, awesome. They have their own stuff going on. They finished college.
Yeah.
Like and then you said, do you feel the need to like, I have to work hard too, you know?
Yeah.
Also, like, because you look up to your sisters and you're seeing what they're doing, it's like, oh my God, I have to work hard. I feel like I can relate to that. The kind of you relate to, like I have an older brother and a sister, and Jessica, you don't work quite you don't work quite you do old or you not do, and I would think Jessica, you know, they went to college and they have a good job, and when I started college, it's like, I feel like I need to, you know, top that.
Yeah.
Not top it, but like at least be on that same level.
Right.
You know,
that's what I feel. Yeah.
Exactly. The middle of that, pero that the middle of the middle, but I only you know you talk about the middle. I went there le ora pa kle jene akura you tu ba le Jessica you ba with lesser dito you ka.
It's a responsibility to go even further because they've already kind of showed the way, paved the way in a sense. Yeah.
And we're both, but we're kia ne me with but double work like love what the damos. So you know we have we had a little bit of a little spoiled here and there.
Absolutely.
Yep. So
yeah, I feel like growing up, I had it the easiest out of my siblings. I'd get away with a lot of things, especially being the only boy in the family. I get a lot more love than my two sisters. Man, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like things are handed to me, but at the same time, I understand that those didn't come easy, so I never take it for granted. I love and appreciate the things that my mom does for me, my sister. No, shout out to my sister. She's the reason I'm in college. Otherwise, I'd been doing some blue-collar work. I'm telling you.
And nothing wrong with the blue-collar jobs, by the way. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
with that. We need that and we respect that.
They always say you'd rather want to be inside and get the knowledge so you have an easy life. And I see it as I grow up. Like, indeed, you'll get the job faster. You'll see the money faster, but you'll do that day in and day out in the elements, and that'll toughen you up, you know. And anything that can happen, and nobody's really gonna care. They only care about you paying the bill and you getting things done.
Yeah.
And taking that perspective, I'm really appreciative of where I am. very appreciative of my big sister. Touching back on that, she's amazing. You know, since day one we touched down on the U.S. soil. She been leading our family. She came from a background where she went to school and picked up some English. So my mom didn't have any background in knowing any English. So my sister was basically my second mom. She'd take me to school or appointments just because she was able to lead. My mom was like the backstage of things. She'll work, pay for our bills, pay for our food, you know, give us a home, a roof, you know. Yeah. So they work together. And my big sister, she's very selfless. Like, I know some people, when they have that life, that youngness, you know, like they want to explore, they want to be free, but looking at her, she's so selfless. She gave that all up to fully commit to the family and sacrifice, you know. Like her money, she could be using it for something else, but she's paying for my school. And for that reason, I have one goal, and it's to make her proud.
And that's what we say, man. We girls, we run the world.
Yeah?
Yeah. Exactly.
I respect that. I respect that.
We run the world. No, yeah, your sister. She a beast. She's also a beast.
Yeah, she's like exactly like my mom.
I mean, she like just even seeing her like working in the kitchen or cooking, like she's so sharp with everything. Like
she gets things done.
She gets things done.
Yeah. I think she's the one that got majority of my mom. Then me and my other sister, we got half and half of my mom and dad. My dad's more of a chill guy. I know when I can't get things from my mom and she'll yell at us, I go to my dad. It's more easygoing and understanding. I
want to walk just backwards, just a few steps back here when we were talking about college. You know, you grew up with your mom, your sister, and it's not very common. I went like what community at the Miwara. It's not common that a lot of us like we go off to college and you know like we leave home for you know, move away from home to go to college. It's not so common. Like, was it hard for you to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say in a Asian household, like you're like a baby, you know. They want to give you everything, and you're very relying on them. So coming to college, I was like learning a whole lot of basic skills that I should have learned a long time ago as a human being. But then at the same time, it's a great experience, you know, being my own person, doing my own things, making my own schedules. Like those things were as basic as it'll get, but that was things that I needed to learn because I was running on somebody else's schedule. Okay, you do a lot. Well, you know, people go la nequage la heta college ne. Tago take ole ya. Ajimala ba kutinya da de la yike ma wadaga ma le la yaba o tiniga chale. Ole hi ade mo ba ku ya la he ta la mi de all de le tacho de schedule ne la yet tama. I didn't make the schedule, you know. I ran on somebody else's schedule, like somebody else's roof and somebody else's rules and authority. Like you had target la college blah, you could back who think la you ba ma you
got to be responsible for yourself.
Yeah. You back who had that other you ba I check it out.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And I mean, you know, studying and making your own schedule, everything is a huge shift.
definitely a huge shift. Yeah. High school, I just go to school, get things done. After that, practice for football or track or lifting in the off seasons. And then like come back home, eat, relax a little bit, bedtime, do it all over again. That was my day. Yep. And then be like whole week and doing that, finish high school, then coming to college. I didn't play any sports, become a NARP. Yeah, just go to classes. And college is very different too. You have classes from 9 to 12, and you have the rest of the day to do what? Then at first I was like, ooh, free time. I'm gonna take a nap. And then like, there's homework, but be like, this stuff's easy. I'll do it later. And then it keeps piling up, and I was like, holy cow. I don't get this college stuff. I need to seek out help. So, I started looking at people around me who were more successful and doing better than I was. Yeah. And I was like, maybe I should do what they're doing. So I started talking to people, like my friends, my roommate. I didn't have a roommate, but like people in the dorm. I just started to get to know them and see what they were doing so I could be just as successful. At the same time, I reached out to a trio program that was on campus. I was in a trio program back in high school that helped me make the decision to come to college and pursue secondary education. So those people helped me out a whole lot with being successful in college, knowing what to do, knowing what not to do, giving me the resources, the knowledge, the advice. So I'm not perfect by any means. I'm still a work in progress, but from my first day of college till now, I say I'm very proud of myself.
You should be.
Yeah, like
you should be.
Some
people don't make it that far.
And I can see that too, like you come from being reliant on your parents and your family, and you're all by yourself. And I've seen like people around me falling off. Like
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I mean, but
you really these are I say like when you go through hard times, you push through because you want to do it. And then how I see situation now, any challenge that come up, it's a chance for growth.
Yes.
When you're comfortable, that's when you make life hard. When you're uncomfortable and doing hard things, that's when you start building life and making it easier for yourself. It's all about discipline, and I really try to be as disciplined as I can to make life easier for myself. And this semester of college, I've learned to integrate discipline and building my schedules really well so I'm much more happier, not as stressed with like all the tasks coming up on me. Like I do it beforehand. Like whenever I need a day for a mental break, I don't really need that, but whenever it does come up, like I have no fire right up my butt,
No, you've been doing a good job, and I say that because obviously this is your second year, so you've learned a bit from the first year.
Right. Yeah.
Akira ke hard no taught you college I know you ni like na maluba na sinya like how to go about how to go about things.
Yeah.
But I feel like another thing too is like awe hale mo not the new akira like your midterm, right? Because it's before spring break.
Yeah.
And I kept not the new akira the jo like semester to wa ta do se mo no. And you more like you should probably like study, but like he's here, he's hanging out with us, and it's like you really have the hang of it now. I feel like
absolutely. I was only able to come down here because I was doing stuff beforehand. Done with homework midweek.
Ahead of it.
Yeah. I was pretty much bored, so it's good.
Yeah.
The weather was bad too, so I couldn't do any type of flying throughout the whole week.
Yeah.
Except for Monday, but yeah.
And I just want to touch on the part when you talked about, reaching out to your friends who are, live in the same dorm as you, or like the trio program.
Yeah.
You will that muko actually muko pay you put up pay I will talk college blood in I will like reach out le at the college or the dorm the like or program resource like trio. And I just want to touch on that. You do what other kind of especially for us, refugee and immigrant kids, because our parents they don't know those things, like but more where the door pay where they had they start from scratch. I would say from scratch, and it's just like it's so important. I redo like especially for me to be vocal, like. Like you have to be vocal because our parents they do a lot for us, but you have to also know that there are things they cannot do because of their upbringing, because of the nature of their journey. But mo pare amateur but thiba sa do le patok college the pare with amateur thiba, right? All they can do is encourage us. I would it malthila we a paper I would but like when it comes to resources, like
advices and stuff.
Advices, and I mean they have no idea how like college works. They don't know,
things,
they don't know that we go to class like 3 hours a day or 2 hours a day in college, So I just want to
the structure of this country.
I just want to stress on that. But the other like it's so important. I read but what I pull like refugee, immigrants, like we have to use our voice to seek help. We have to and know where to go. Like there are so many resources that you can go to in college and really anything, high school, whatever level, wherever you're at, and you just gotta utilize your resources.
Right.
Yeah.
Like with what you said, one or two things that I learned is if I wasn't vocal, like high school, you don't have to really talk to anybody. You can just go to class and like, cause your life is
that's it.
You get things done, but here like. If you need help, you gotta make your voice heard. Yeah. But then I learned something too with that. Like college, everyone around you wants you to be successful. Like nobody's gonna restrict you from resources, friends. Like especially people around me, we were all in the same boat trying to figure this college stuff out. Like, holy cow, how do I do this? Holy cow, when do I eat? Like, some people are a bit further than others, like in a sense. In this one instance, one of my friends across the room, like, was like, "Do you know how to do laundry?" I was like, "What? How do you not know how to do laundry?" I'm like, but yeah, it's like, that perspective. You see, like, people come from family that are really dependent, like they really depend on their family, and then some like they're on their own. They bought their own first car, like they do stuff, and some they're not on their own, but at the same time they give their kids the correct resources. Like one of my friends, he's an instructor now. He's an amazing student, amazing friend. Like maturity is out the roof. His dad is a United pilot.
Sure.
He's a captain. Yeah. He came in with some college credits. He got his private pilot license in high school. Then, like, by the summer before freshman year, like, I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, he came, like, freshman year, got his instrument done, and then throughout the whole freshman year, he got his commercial CFI, CFII. Now he's an instructor as a freshman. Then I was like, what am I doing wrong?
Mm-hmm.
But then I take a step back and I'm like, okay, I didn't have these resources. I'm not like giving any excuses by any means. Like I look up to him, like for how hard he worked. Like the things that he was given, like people, you can be given so much and, people can take it for granted and not make anything out of it. Like he's a great kid. He's a great dude. Like whatever resources that he got, he built on that. Then like he was also an excellent student. So it's like now where I want to be, I look up to him, even though we're like the same age. Like the habits, I adopt some from him, like to be more successful. Like this is one of the friends that I talk about when I reach out to and learn from. Like he's an amazing kid, and we're the same age. Like so
that's how it is.
Yeah. He's definitely a goal for me, to be in the same position, to be similar to a person that he is in terms of discipline, in terms of going about things and communicating.
And I like how you see that as a resource rather than a competition. Because sometimes, when you're the same age with somebody and you see that they're doing better, it can be a threat, oh my God, or jealousy, but I think to see that and to be like, oh man, I look up to this person. I want to work as hard as them or work hard to get to where they're at, right? And I think that's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
And you know what they say, comparison is the thief of joy.
Period.
Like I definitely
it's true.
I definitely compare, but in the sense that I want to get to where he is, not where like, oh my God, he's so much better than
as a source of motivation.
Yeah. Like stepping stone, a source.
Yes.
Whatever he did, I'm gonna do the same. So I can be where he is. And
I like that a lot because like Harry is a Nikichi, I forgot Nikichi. I forgot. Like in the friend is let's just say he's ahead of you in you guys' professional journey.
Right,
but you guys are in the same lane, in the same path.
Right.
And I would live like professionally. He's better off right now, right? He's closer to his goal. But I think it's such a beautiful thing. I mean, I think we call it the but me tip of the car. The developer, I would lilip menya would maragi the pane like the balolip jealous bama. We don't have to be jealous. I think to see that and to like cheer on them, right? Not only cheer on them, but like use them as a source of an inspiration. I think that's such a beautiful thing.
Right.
So, and I do want to shift about that colleague, that conversation with Jeff, like Harry's professional journey. And I just want to shift the conversation to your personal life. Or conversation the Harry like personal life. So let's talk about some of your personal goals.
Personal goals? Okay. Well, this
it's
one.
a lot, huh?
This one I've been thinking about a while. Like, I think I've mentioned this to you when we talk in this summer before the year changed, new year. Like, I had a plan for myself, like on a journey, basically, to officially start my journey and where I am now and where I wanted to be as a person, as a young man, like somebody, as a son too. Maybe one day, a husband.
There you go.
A boyfriend first, yeah.
A boyfriend, a fiance, and then a husband.
Yeah.
And then a father.
Right. Anyways, like we were talking about how where I am now, and then like in the year 2026 until like 2030, like I had a plan for myself, like goal for where I'll see myself in 5 years. Like that person I say is somebody who's a leader, somebody who can be proud, and then like people who are after me, who sees me like from behind, like they can see that this is somebody I can model my life after. This is somebody I can respect. This is somebody that I can get advice from. He's gone through life. He's experienced it. He dealt with it in a way that is proud, that is right, like with integrity. Like he approached life in a sense where it's morally right. Like, you know, like that type of leader that can be a mentor to somebody is how I see my character developing, you know. And as being a son, I want to do my best to give back to as much as my mom did for me, the sacrifice. Same with for my big sister. That type of person is how I see myself becoming, and how I envision myself becoming, you know?
Yes,
Like,
yes. Love that. Love that a lot. Yeah. That's good. Gotta have some goals. You gotta have some visions.
Goals,
yeah.
Obviously, like I'm a work in progress, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Like the discipline, I still got a bit to work on. You know, the path that I'm on, I'm proud, and I'm going through it slowly.
Oh, we're proud of you.
Fails, trials, but we push through, and I just am blessed and happy to have the people around me, always supporting me, always encourage me to have the strength to keep going. And like, I can never not get to where I want to be, where I need to be, because I have these people around me like you, like Devin, my grandparents, my mom and dad.
Stop it.
Yeah, you know.
I want to cry.
It's just amazing. Like I have no reason to.
You have a whole village.
Yeah, I have a whole village. I have no reason to fail, to lose.
Yeah.
And
I feel you.
I won't. Like, I feel very confident. Slowly but surely, we'll get there. And, you know, it's not always about the destination. It's like the path. And it's like the work that you do. I see that as more important, because that's when you grow the most. The things that you'll get, if you get it now, like if you don't have the
work for it. Yeah.
You got to build up the character to keep those. If you don't have the character to keep whatever you just got handed to, you'll lose it real fast. Like if I didn't have the knowledge to operate a business that was successful, it'll collapse real fast. That's like how I see it. Whenever anything comes to me, like I earned this. I didn't get it for granted.
Yeah. Nothing is handed.
Nothing is handed. No.
Yeah.
But then if it is handed, I'm very appreciative of it for the people around me. Yeah. The resources that are provided for me, you know. Never take things for granted is one thing I've learned in life. You know, being appreciative.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing your personal goals. That's very nice. Now we're gonna hold you accountable. Absolutely. Now that we know all your goals. I'm just kidding. But we will hold you accountable.
Absolutely.
We'll touch
to back in 5 years.
In 5 years, see where we're at. Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, we're so proud of you, and I hope you know that.
Right.
We're also proud of you. We're rooting for you, and we want you to succeed in life, in your goals, you know.
Absolutely.
We want to see you fly.
Absolutely.
Fly that plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we are coming up on our, last couple of minutes of this episode. So do you want to share any last thing?
Last thing?
Last thing or last advice that you have, something that you've learned in your life so far that you want to share with the world?
Okay. Something that stuck to me real deep is like, it's better to grow 1% at a time and then build up to it to 100%, then occasionally 10%, like, you know, occasionally great is like one quote that I kind of remember. It's like, it's better to be consistent, even though it's not big, than to be occasionally great, you know, like somebody that's consistent. That person is true. Somebody that's occasional. He's a hit and miss. You can't really trust him. Yeah, one hit wonder type of deal. Yeah. So I try to be as consistent as I can. You know, put in the work day in, day out, with school, with workouts, with work if I do start to work. Yeah, just being consistent in life. Don't matter if you're doing little or big, as long as you're progressing through. Yeah. That's one of my advice that I've learned.
Be consistent, you know. You don't have to just go from 1 to 100 or 1 to 10, you know, just little.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
One bite at a time,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're coming up on our last few seconds here. Thank you so much, Harry. You know, coming on your auntie's podcast. On the head, you know, of join the podcast. I already fed him with dinner. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I just paid for his dinner. So yeah, this is the least he can do for me. I'm just kidding.
Well,
dinner was good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fat Woods.
Yeah, for real. Shout out. Moline.
Right.
Fat Woods. Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. No tila video better on na ako ni tablo doma. Yamula la yakatina la episode la no thora kada. I'll try to do more in Korean. You could Google my adult like podcast episode like la wakanyok lo de la wala, you know, for my audience la de wakanyok lo de. So yeah, I'll try to have more episodes in Korean. Moving forward, I'll do both. I'm trying my best to meet the needs of my audience, of my fans. I'm just kidding, but I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful that you're tuning in and you're watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course.